Hey, good day. Welcome back to the Cowboy Bebop Show. Hey, this channel is not just about knives, And, sometimes I like to do a little surprises here and there, tributes to movies, tributes to actors. You know, of course, knives. You know, still have a ton of knives to get to, ladies and gentlemen. But one of the things that I enjoy doing, and so my kids love seeing it, and I especially do this for the grandkids. They get a kick out of this, and it's kind of fun. But anyway, as promised, I have a special guest today. He's getting ready. He'll be out shortly. Just give me a second. And I brought you guys. If you check all my old videos, I think one of the first characters I brought you was, just a, little salute to say John Bender from The Breakfast Club. It's one of my earlier movie night videos. He was the host. And then I brought you guys Quint from Jaws. Did you ever see that video? The Jaws 45-year anniversary salute celebration. And of course, Rocky Balboa. And Rambo, of course. I do my best. And the Kilted Cowboy. Come on, you gotta love the Kilted Cowboy. And of course, Aldo Rain and my Inglorious Bastards. Just scroll through my videos and you'll see what I'm talking about if you're a newer subscriber. But today I got a special guest. It's about time I pay homage to this gentleman. After all, he's going to be 82 this year. All right, 82. So we'll get to that in a second. Hang in there. Be right back. Hope you enjoy. Hey, what's up, YouTube? I heard you mites are all friends of Cowboy Bebop. Welcome to the show. Let me tell you a little about myself. Up north in the Never Never, where the land is harsh and bare, there's a mighty hunter named Mick Dundee who can dance like Fred Astaire. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm not gonna kill your ears with my fake Australian accent. It's like a cross between gibberish, Australian, and British, and none of them really sound good. I'm better off doing, Stallone. Anyway, welcome to the show. I did a video on Crocodile Dundee knives 3 years ago. It's one of my first videos. I did like a comparison of 3 similar knives that were worth checking out. But I was still a greenhorn, really wet behind the ears, wasn't very comfortable with the camera. Hey, I'm still not very comfortable with the camera, but I'm getting there. And anyway, I'm bringing you back the 3 knives that we once talked about, plus one more. So this time you're getting 4, all right? 4. All right, first things first. I gotta give a shout out to Miller Hat Company. You'll never find a hat as authentic as this bad boy right here. The Crocodile Dundee hat. All right, made in the USA. Made of 7X fair felt. They say that right? You can have it customized too. Do you want a wider brim? Do you want a shorter brim? Do you want a taller crown? Do you want a smaller crown? And it comes in like 6, 7 different colors. I chose black because, hey, that's what Mick Dundee wears. So why would you want a silver belly? I don't know, but whatever floats your boat. Anyway, Miller Hat Company. Check it out. Again, 7X fair felt. Telescope crown. 15, count them, 15 genuine crocodile teeth, and a Western Diamondback hat band, rattlesnake. That was the key word there. Western Diamondback rattlesnake. All right. Again, Miller Hat Company, made in the USA. You won't find a better Dundee hat. I'm telling you, you won't. You won't. Trust me. Mark my word on it. Thank you, Paul Hogan. Without you, there would be no Crocodile Dundee. Just like there'd be no Rocky or Rambo without Sylvester Stallone. Paul Hogan's got a birthday coming up. Man's going to be 82 years old. God bless him. All right, he still looks fantastic. He wrote and came up with the entire script, the idea for Crocodile Dundee in 1986. It was released. He probably came up with the idea prior, but I just learned that recently, that he actually is, you know, the man behind the magic. And if you guys never seen the movie, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, the trailer alone was great. Just seeing the trailer, I was like, oh, I don't need to see the movie now. That's the best knife-related movie line in cinematic history. And you all know what I'm talking about. When him and his gal pal are standing outside in New York City, outside the hotel, and some guy, I think, asked for a lighter for his, you know, cigarette, and Croc is generous enough to give him a light, and then he says, "And your wallet," and he whips out like a switchblade. And his girl's like, "Give him your wallet." And he's laughing. He's like, "Why?" She goes, "'Cause he's got a knife." You guys know the line. That's not a knife. This is a knife. You remember the guy in that red, like, Michael Jackson jacket? Then he was like, classic, classic. Film history. Awesome. All right? Couldn't have wrote that line better. All right? What a fun movie. You know, I love when they're in the Outback. And just after I saw that movie, it was like 2 years later, I'm in Australia. And that wasn't planned. The Navy took me there. God bless the USN. All right? They took me there. And I got to spend 40 days in glorious Fremantle, Perth, Australia. It's a shame I never made it to the Outback. But we had rules, you know. We had rules. Did a little safari tour here and there, but never made it to, like, say, like the film locations of where Paul Hogan took us. So it's a great movie because you're getting that side of, you know, where he lives. He's like a, you know, wouldn't say a crocodile hunter, more like a crocodile survivor. Remember that scene where he's with his girl, the journalist, and that huge croc comes out and grabs her by, I think her canteen was around her neck, and then he takes that big old Bowie knife and like right in its skull, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. And that's not the first time we see this beautiful knife either. You get to see it actually when she's waiting for him to show up at the walkabout. All right? Before you even see Crocodile Dundee, you see this knife come flying in, and it sticks to the wall of the bar. Classic movie. All right? Anyway, thank you, Paul Hogan. All right? Without you, none of these would exist. This wouldn't exist. And definitely not the Down Under knives. Let's talk about these knives, shall we? Number one, we're going to go from worst to the best. Number one is by Rough Rider. Okay? You could find this probably 30, 40 bucks. I've had this for, I don't know, 3-4 years maybe. It's the RR 2006. This is Just cool if you want to, say, dress up like Crocodile Dundee. I don't know why you'd want to dress up like him. I have no idea why. What would compel you? And you just want like a sidekick on your, your hip. This is the way to go. Gorgeous leather handle. We're gonna come closer at the end. You guys know how I roll. Gorgeous stacked leather handle, brass card and pommel, and this is made of that 440 steel. Now, be careful of this one. You might want to pay closer attention to the care of it, because I'm starting to notice some rust spots, on this part and this part. All right, definitely needs to be polished and cleaned up a bit, but still, there's nothing wrong with this knife. Come on, all right? It will do the task at hand. Trust me. Then we got the Persian blood. The leather sheath is okay. They're very similar to, like, say, those timber rattler sheaths. But the knife makes up for it. Again, stacked leather handle, brass card and pommel. And this is 448, I believe. Yes. All right. You get your blood groove on both. The Persian blood compared to the Rough Rider is just a tad smaller, but I like it better because it's got a fatter blade. All right. So budget, 30, 40 bucks. This is like 40, 50 bucks. I would definitely invest in the Persian blood if you can find one. All right. All right. So that takes care of that. Then we get to the more expensive upper echelon type by Down Under. I've had this for, I don't know, 5, 6 years, and put it through its paces. It's been since retired, since I have so many others. It's got that croc print and a honing rod leather sheath, and look at how gorgeous this is held up. This is made of the 440C. Again, stacked leather handle, brown and ebony stacked leather, 6 millimeter thick. Gorgeous, shiny blade. This is called the Outback by Down Under Knives. This was the one that was pretty much the most recognizable, most fitting for Crocodile Dundee. This guy right here, all right? Highly recommend. And finally, my favorite, I just acquired this, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. First of all, this leather sheath is a new and improved version of the old one. This is the Down Under, the Outback Eclipse. Look at the size compare, like what you're getting in a sheath this time. They gave you a longer, more forgiving belt loop. You still get the original croc pattern. You get your honing rod with your fake croc teeth on there. A more forgiving latch, and they also sell it separately. So if you have, say, a Persian blood, you can't stand the sheath like I can't, let's see if this would fit. Is it worth buying the sheath? Let's see. Well, of course that's going to fit. It's the Down Under Persian blood. Not too shabby. So they do sell this sheath separately if you want to upgrade. All right. Now for my favorite out of the group. It's got a black leather stack, ebony handle, brass card pommel, 1095 steel. Hands down, this is my favorite one. Even though the original Outback, more resembles the movie knife, this is the one I choose as my favorite. Right? I just love everything about this knife. All right? Everything about it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're gonna come closer in a second. Again, that's $10.95. Awesome leather sheath. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you had as much fun as I did. And one of my favorite things that Crocodile Dundee did in the movie was that hypnotize type of thing. What he does with the dogs, and it was like a steer, I think it was, where he went. What I'm doing is telling all you new viewers, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Listen, stay safe as always, everybody. Each and every one of you. All right, you mean the world to me. You really do. And I'll be back. I'm going through them. I'm knocking them out. Got a lot of knives you guys still haven't seen yet. You're in for some surprises, you really are. So anyway, another one down. And I love collecting knives. It's what I do, besides being a grandpa. And that's it. And make sure if you're ever in the Outback, stop by the Walkabout Creek Hotel. All right? Take care, everybody. Be safe as always. And just be careful crossing the street. See you.